lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, what's up? My name's Courtney Marie. Today we're going to be talking about some of my favorite highlighters. I did a few of these videos back way on my channel, maybe like a year or so, and I spoke about my favorite blush, highlighting, contour, everything to do with the cheeks in one video. Today I'm just going to talk about highlighters because since then my collection has expanded and definitely definitely my love for highlighters has expanded too. So I have a pretty blinding glow on today. If you want to find out what highlight I'm wearing plus some of my favorite highlighting formulas, then keep on watching. So I have a couple categories when talking about highlighters. I have super glittery highlighters. These are highlighters that are just gonna give you glitter. They're not very practical for everyday wear because they do sort of give fallout and you can get specks of glitter on your face. So those types of highlighters are for people that really love highlighting, that love glitter, that love to be sparkly and don't mind a little bit of fallout. I then have these super metallic blinding highlighters, more of a subdued natural glow as well. So those are sort of the three categories. And then if you do want to consider sort of like highlighting blush toppers as a highlighting category as well, these are like very pink toned highlighters that you would use sort of in between your highlight and your blush. I'm not going to talk about those in today's video. We're basically just going to stick to my favorite formulas in terms of highlighting. I have some from each category, more subdued, glittery, blinding, metallic, and everywhere in between. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. To begin with what's on my cheeks now, I have the Revolution Pro Supreme Highlighting Trio in Ice, and I have the middle shade on my cheeks. So this is a really blinding glow, as you can see there. This is one of the most blinding, metallic, smooth highlighters that I own. The other two in here are still blinding. They are a little bit more chunky and not as metallic as you can see there. So this trio, the middle shade, is definitely my favorite. I love using the blue duochrome one to highlight my inner corner as well as the more rosy tone one. So I mainly dip into this palette for the middle metallic shade, which is what I have on my cheeks today. You can build it up a lot more than this or tone it down by dipping in a tiny bit and then going over with your powder brush to just blend everything out. So this is a really amazing formula and I definitely recommend it to anyone out there. You can get it off Shop Revolution and I think it's only like $10. So with this Revolution formula, I also wanted to mention that they do have options for deeper skin tones. I have this one as well. This is the Supreme Highlighting Trio in Metal. So these ones are super blinding. Obviously I cannot wear them as highlighters. I mostly wear these as eyeshadow. But these again are a super metallic finish and would look beautiful on a deeper skin tone. But for me, they make amazing eyeshadows, especially this top one here. It is blinding. And they do have a third one, but I have not picked that particular trio up just yet. But I will because I really like this formula as eyeshadow and highlighting. So yeah, it is worth it to me. So another one of my top tier highlighting formulas, this is the Hyper Real Glow from MAC. These are stunning highlighters. They are super metallic, super soft, just honestly absolutely amazing, blinding, metallic, but still smooth and not chunky. That's definitely a key goal in a formula that I like. These two highlighting palettes, in terms of metallic glow, these are my top two and what I reach for the most in my collection if I'm going for a super blinding highlight and I want just a gold shade that is like, will go with anything. These are some beautiful highlights. In terms of price range, this retails for $79 here in Australia. This is only $10, so you know, but they are both beautiful formulas and I appreciate all things makeup, regardless of the price tag, and I do really think that this MAC palette is worth it. You do get a mirror in here, and they are pretty decent sized pans, so definitely recommend this formula as well. This is not the same as the mineralized skin finish formula. This is a completely different formula, and it is blinding metallic but buttery and smooth. Another highlight formula that is quite glittery is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit formulas. Not all of their glow kits are glittery, but I do find that the Aurora, Moonchild, and the Dream one are on the glitter side of things. So the Aurora one looks like this. These are what the colors look like, and as you can see, you can just tell that they do have a lot of glitter to them. These were my first high-end highlighters that I ever tried, and they are still beautiful. They do hold up in my collection. I don't use this one as much as I should now because I do have a lot of highlighters, but these are still some absolutely beautiful highlighters, and the colors and undertones of these are very unique in terms of what else is out there. So the Dream Glow Kit I find is very glittery, and you can see even in the pan it's a lot more of a chunky formula. I do really like this formula. I do find it a little bit harder to work with, and just because I feel like it's really easy to go overboard with this one because it is so foiled and glittery and just like it's there. So I feel like I have to be very gentle with this highlighter because if I go too heavy it makes my skin look textured. But if I can manage myself and use a little bit, it is absolutely beautiful. Like, these are some blinding highlights. My last high-end highlighter that I recommend is the Too Faced Diamond Light Highlighter. This is what she looks like. She's absolutely beautiful. She looks white in the pan, but if you can see, it does have a sort of duochrome effect to it. So this is what she looks like. She is sort of like a white, blue, purple, green shift, if that even makes sense. So that is what she looks like. She's not as intense as some of my other highlighters, but built up on the skin, it is beautiful and I really like it. I'm gonna apply some to my face right now. I do not need any, but it'll just cool the highlighter that I have on down a little bit and make it a little bit color shifty because I do have blue eyeshadow on today. So I love this highlighter. They are releasing 2 more shades of it. They have a pink shade that I'm very interested to swatch in store because I feel like it would look really good on my fair skin tone. I love this highlighter so much. It's beautiful. I do keep the box for it just because it was a anniversary gift from my partner, our 3-year anniversary. So yeah, I do keep the box for it for sentimental reasons, but it is just so cute. You're paying for the experience of owning this product. Moving on to drugstore highlighters that I think are absolutely phenomenal. First, I have the Savvy Gloss Highlighter. I spoke about this in my favorites video, so I'm not going to touch on it much. This is a $3 highlighter. It is absolutely beautiful and blinding, and I do not understand how they make something so special for $3. It is absolutely beautiful. You can pick this up at Priceline. I definitely recommend. This OXX palette I talk about all the time as well. This is a highlight and blush kit. It's $8 and I really only use it for 1 shade. I could probably depot it, but it's just easier to keep it in here, and that is this color right here. This is so blinding. It is very similar to the Savvy one, but even more intense. I absolutely love this highlighter. It is probably my favorite. The other ones in the palette are nowhere near as intense, unfortunately. That is what they look like down the bottom. So I don't know what they've put in this one pan, but it is beautiful, and it's enough for me to keep the whole palette just for that top shade. A highlight palette that I dip into on an everyday basis, this is like every single day, is the NYX Love You So Mochi highlighter palette. Again, this is a putty formula, and I love it. It is on the more natural side. If I just swatch them there, you can barely see them. You do have to really build them up to be able to see, but they just have a really nice sheer glow, and it's super natural on no makeup days or to work. It makes your skin look dewy rather than blinding metallic glittery type of thing. So this is my everyday palette. When I say I use it every day, I use it every day. It is beautiful. And the newest addition to my collection is the Chi Chi Sun Kissed Glow highlighter palette. This is a whole big palette of highlighting shades, and it is absolutely beautiful. You have just a whole bunch of different finishes in here. They are so blinding. This one is stunning. As you can see, they are beautiful, stunning. You have just it. Do I have to say anything else? Like, these are some gorgeous, gorgeous highlights. Absolutely stunning and blinding and beautiful. I love this palette. My hands are super, super glowy. I love this palette. I think this retailed for, it wasn't that much. I think it was like $25 or $29. But if you look at the amount of product you're getting in here, it is beautiful. That is probably a better color representation. You've got duochromes, you've got like your really coral blush toppers, your really pale shades, your blinding shades. I love it. They do have another palette as well that I do want to pick up in the same packaging, just different colors. So that is all of my highlight recommendations. If I could pick two, like I said, or three, I'm gonna pick three. This palette from Revolution, this palette from MAC, and then my NYX Love You So Mochi palette for an everyday glow. That would be my top three. I love highlighting. I love just being like a beaming light. It's obviously not practical. I know not everyone wants to go out in public and look this intense. And usually I don't. Like, if I go to work, I'm only gonna wear you know, like this type of glow and some blush. That's it. I'm not gonna rock like a blinding highlight to work or blue eyeshadow. You know, this is a very glam look with a glam highlight. I personally like that look. If you don't, that's fine. You can share it out. You don't have to wear these like super blinding intense as this. But yeah, these are my favorite highlighters and highlighting formulas. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more favorites videos from me in the future, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I'm happy to do my favorite blushes, my favorite bronzers, my favorite concealers, powders, whatever. I have done them in the past, but obviously people's favorites change, and if you want to see updates, then do let me know. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.